broadcast comes to you today from inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. This is it, the season nearly over. It's been a great year with plenty of memorable moments and incredible plays. Today's matchup promises more of the same as the Bears match up against the Lions. Let's see how it plays out today as we get set for the kickoff. Smith is just about ready to kick this one away. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. This one is handled by Stallworth. He was unable to make anything happen on that return.
This special teams coverage came swarming down on him, and he had nowhere to hide.
One of the great running backs in the league, John, up against one of the league's top defensive units. What do you think?
Well, I will say one thing I think we've learned from the last couple of seasons is that a great defense beats a great offense. But this one could still go either way.
Ball on their own 26. The Bears with a four-man front. A lot of running room, and there he goes. James is there for the tackle at the 36-yard line.
Here's what happened. You get a guy who can move around back there. The defense gets busy covering everyone, and they forget about the quarterback. And he gets past that marker and picks up a first down.
Hands it off. Breaks free. Glenn makes the tackle at the 50-yard line. Parker picks up the first down. That's the second time on this drive he's been able to move the chains.
Be patient out there. When you see an opportunity, that's when you attack. But don't force it.
Out of the I formation. Pass play here on first down. Pressure coming. Fires this one deep.
You know, as a receiver, you have to be aware of so many things. Where the first down marker is, where the defenders are, and where the sideline is as you stretch out to make that catch.
Williamson was the one they were trying to get the ball to. On the call, setting up play action. Rosen, he gave up his body on that one. Lewis comes up to make the play at the 30.
Give some time in the pocket and be patient with it. Don't force it into cover.
Chicago comes out in their nickel package. Dropping back to pass on first down. Ooh, nearly picked off. Williams had his hands on it.
I think he was invisible out there. Wasn't even seen. That's a break for the offense.
The Bears come out with 8 guys on the bottom. Good play in the backfield by Jason Taylor. He starts out the wrong way and winds up losing yardage.
Yeah, they got good penetration on the line. Guys flying to the ball, getting to the ball carrier, making a heck of a defensive play.
Chicago comes out in their nickel package. Floats one into the end zone. This pass is incomplete.
It didn't look like he had too much control on that throw. Sometimes on third down, you'll see those passes that kind of have a desperation about them.
Scobie will try to put them ahead with this field goal. The kick is long enough and good.
He's one of those guys who really works hard at what he does. And you can see that hard work paying off when you make a kick like this one.
Kick and returnable from the 11-yard line. Chicago trying to push this one all the way down the field for the lead.
Try this call here.
Detroit lines up in a 4-3. On the carry. Lewis makes the tackle at the 26. Jordan rumbles forward for a gain of 4. Ball on their own 26. Detroit comes out in a 4-3. With the carry, Lewis stops the play in the backfield. He always displays great awareness, and he gets in there and brings him down for a loss.
I'll tell you, he might be one of the smartest linebackers in the NFL right now. He anticipates, closes, then boom. He drags the ball carrier down for a loss.
Out of the shotgun. With the throw, he was tipped. Bradford was his intended target. Polamalu was there on the coverage. Good defensive stand there. Now they'll punt it away after a 3-and-out. Won't take a chance trying to return this one.
Scan the defense quickly here. If nothing's open downfield, get rid of it by passing it to one of your backs.
Chicago goes with a 4-man front. Little misdirection. Still running. The 40, the 50. Here's an opening. The 30, the 20, the 10. And he gets in there. Touchdown.
When you talk about a dangerous back, this is what you have to be able to do. Not only get out there and outrun the defense, but have the power to bounce off a tackle and keep going.
The extra point attempt is good. Perfect way to start this one off as they move the ball down the field for the touchdown.
They came out with a plan on offense and executed it to perfection.
They'll return this one. This one is handled by McGee. The defense forced a punt the last time after 3 plays. Detroit doesn't appear to have enough speed on the field to match up against these 5 wideouts. With the pass, the wide receiver has it. Hill is there for the tackle at the 25. 2nd and long coming up here. Detroit using 3 linebackers. Bledsoe with a man in motion. Under pressure, gets rid of it. Davis comes up to make the play at the 25-yard line. Bledsoe picks up next to nothing on that one. The pass goes for about a yard. 3rd and long. They'll go from the shotgun. Booker in motion. Has jumped out to an early lead as the first quarter comes to a close with the score. Detroit 10, Chicago 0. The teams have switched sides and will start the second quarter. There's 3 minutes left in the half. Detroit might have difficulty covering all 5 receivers with a base 4-3 defense. With the pass falls incomplete. He appeared to feel the pressure there.
So many passing attacks in the NFL rely on timing. When you can put pressure on the passer, you never give him a chance to get into a rhythm. And you force him to throw the ball before he wants to.
Fair catch called for.
This is a good time to run a draw. They're going to be rushing hard for a sack. You should be able to slip right by him and head into the secondary.
Chicago comes out in their nickel package. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Complete for the wide receiver. Witherspoon is there for the tackle at the 37. Great throw to beat the zone.
I'll tell you, the defense has to do a better job of coming up and clamping down on the receiver whenever he enters their zone.
Parker, the deep back. They give it to the halfback. Midfield. Glenn is there on the stop at the 42-yard line. That last carry will put him over 100 yards for the game.
Remember the fundamentals, just like you practice.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now. The Bears line up in a 4-3. They'll run this one, breaking through. McGee makes the tackle.
Watch. Now the key to this 1st down was the fact that the defense lost containment on the quarterback. He's out there running around, and that time it got him a 1st down.
Set. Cowboy 72.
Strong goes in motion. Aimed it off to the back. Williams is there on the stop at the 24-yard line.
The defense made that play stretch further than the runner wanted to make it. Try not to get too predictable out there. Make sure you got a good mix of run and pass.
So 2 minutes left before halftime. With a counter play. Glenn takes him down.
He's been having pretty good success running the ball so far. I'll just keep handling the ball.
It's third down now, and to convert, they have to get it to the 13. Only one man in the backfield. Closing in. He shakes the defender. And he's in for the score.
Here's what happened. They didn't get enough pressure on the quarterback. So he tucks it, and he heads it for the end zone. But they put a hit on him. He absorbs it and keeps it all the way for the score. That was a heck of a run to get in.
The extra point attempt is good. Another drive leads to another score, and they're really clicking now. This is going to be a very long day for this defense.
They're trying everything out there, but they can't seem to slow these guys down. The offense has a lot of work to do. Maybe it's going to be up to the defense to make some adjustments to find a way to slow this offensive unit down.
The Bears need to rebound quickly as they start this drive at the 23-yard line. A little over a minute left. Detroit comes out in their nickel package. Looking for the long completion. It's broken up. Bradford was the intended receiver on that play. Number 21 had the coverage on the play. Just over a minute still to go. The Lions come out in a nickel package. Bledsoe with a man in motion. With the throw, this pass is incomplete. Jordan was the one they were trying to get the ball to. A little over a minute left. The Lions with a four-man front. Drops back, rolling. The wide receiver has it. The 40. Midfield. Stopped cold by Palomalo. Is very dangerous, John, after he has the ball.
He's one of those guys in the NFL who can really fly. He does a good job running his routes, and you can count on him to make the catch if he can get to it. But what makes him really special is what he does once he gets it in his hands.
They get another first down here.
Well, they're not doing anything fancy, but good old-fashioned drop back and pass, and it's working. What they're doing here is keeping the defense from huddling up. Keeps the same defense on the field.
Gets the pass off, right on target to the wide receiver. The pass goes for 6.
This is a good play by the offense in the red zone. The wide receiver is going to break away right here and come up with a catch and the touchdown.
The extra point attempt is good.
Football is all about trusting your teammates to make good decisions out there in the heat of the battle. When you can do that, everybody starts firing on all cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
Booming kick downfield from the 3. The defense gave up a touchdown on the last series.
Watch that game clock. You need to keep it stopped as much as possible.
Chicago goes with a four-man front. Going in the air on first down. On the run. A little off target, but caught. Williams stops him at the 45. Going to the running back. They're able to pick up a first down. 1st and 10. The Bears come out in a dime package. Setting up play action. Rolls left. With the pass, drops the interception. Robinson was his intended target.
Be efficient here. You can't afford to let time slip away from you.
The Bears line up in a 4-3. They're coming with the blitz. Deep throw, broken up.
That's just great positioning by the defender. He has his eyes in the backfield the whole time, and he was right there to break the play up.
Watson was the intended receiver on that play. Drops back. Rolling left. Going deep, looking for something in the end zone. He couldn't control it. Stallworth just wasn't able to get control of the ball in the end zone.
That's the worst thing that can happen to you as a receiver.
So the punting unit stays on the sideline. They're going to take a shot here on fourth down. Pressure.
Okay, this is not what a quarterback is supposed to do on fourth down. It's your last shot. You're going for it. At least throw it up there and give your guy a shot. The sack is definitely not what you're looking for here.
Dropping back to pass on first down. It's the pass over. Reed comes up to make the play at the 22. Bledsoe, if that completion moves past the 3,000-yard mark for the year. It's 1st and 10. Detroit looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. Pressure coming. Big time left. Bledsoe stops the clock with that timeout. Great job getting in there to drag the quarterback down, and he picks up the sack.
And he'll make 2 or 3 plays like that in just about every game.
Detroit might have difficulty covering all 5 receivers with a base 4-3 defense. Dropping back. Going for 6. He has it. They get it in through the air. Perfect throw against single coverage. Touchdown. Comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. So the short drive is capped off with a touchdown.
They did a good job of getting into the end zone. Sometimes when your team is in a shortened field situation, the offense comes out a little flat. That time, they came out with intensity.
This one is fielded by Stallworth. Detroit takes over on offense, looking to extend their lead.
Keep this to the inside. You just need to run that clock down.
Ball on their own 18. Young from the shotgun. He'll keep it. 3. And a fumble. The Lions scoop it up. Detroit will stop it there. Less than 2 minutes to go in the half. And this should be the last play of the half.
72.
Chicago comes out in their nickel package. Deep throw. He's there for the catch. McGee comes up to make the play at the 7-yard line. Going into halftime, the score is 17-14. Lions. Scobie looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off.
Penalties and takeaways can really kill a team. Usually the team with the fewest mistakes out there will win the game.
3 minutes remaining in the quarter. Detroit comes out in a 4-3. Wilson moves in motion. Tosses it out to the right. Hill is there for the tackle at the 48-yard line.
He can't find anywhere to run today.
It's 2nd down and a long way to go. The Lions come out in a 4-3. Hand off to the tailback. Polamalu makes the tackle at the 46-yard line. Gain of a handful. On 3rd down, they have to reach the 41 to convert. And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far. Jordan, the lone back. Mealy comes in motion. Here they come. Steps up into the pocket. He lost it. The Lions grab the live ball. He coughs it up on the sack.
And the thing is, he has to protect the ball when he's back there. He has to bring it down and cover it up with 2 hands when he's about to take a hit.
Following the turnover now, it's 1st and 10. The Bears come out in a nickel package. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Right to the back. Witherspoon makes the tackle at the 40-yard line. That was a good adjustment by the receiver as he reads the man coverage and finds open space.
The thing with these option routes is everyone has to make their read quickly and make their adjustments quickly. Running option routes and running them effectively takes a lot of repetition and practice.
Gets rid of it. Incomplete pass. Robinson was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
The key here is to step up into the pocket. Make sure you get those feet set before you throw it.
They'll go with the quarter defense. Drops back. With the pass. Wide receiver pass. RT comes up to make the play. At the 13-yard line. They're within striking distance here. Their last red zone trip resulted in a touchdown. Gets the pass off. Right on target to the wide receiver. The pass goes for a touchdown.
I'll tell you, this is nice work by both the quarterback and the receiver in this play. Watch it here. He reads the coverage, looks for the best option, and then throws it to him.
The point after is good. After the touchdown, the score is 24-14. Lions. Scobie will be kicking off. Sends it sailing. From the 9-yard line.
Now you start to look around and you figure, who are the go-to guys? The guys who can respond and get this game close again.
Ball on their own 20. They'll go with the quarter defense. Hand it off. Ray Lewis brought him down for his third tackle.
He was looking for a place to run, but all those places were filled up with guys waiting to tackle him.
It's second down and 8 to go. They line up in the I formation. In this direction. They'll bring him down at the 23. He records his third tackle of the game.
These plays can end up with lost yards if the defense gets through or around their blocking quickly enough.
The Lions come out in the quarter defense. Dropping back. Steps up into the pocket. Wrapped up. Great effort that time, John. He's clearly one of the best in the league.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who's been playing for a while now. And let me tell you, he might never be better than he is right now.
Smith comes into the game for the punt. Stallworth sets up to run back the punt. From the 30-yard line. First and 10. Chicago using 3 linebackers. Gets the toss to the left. Erasmus James has been around the ball all day and records his 4th tackle.
The key here is to step up into the pocket. Make sure you get those feet set before you throw it.
The Bears with a 4-man front. Gets rid of it. Pass ball's incomplete. He fires the pass, but it's overthrown.
I don't think that guy could hit the water if he fell out of the boat.
The Bears come out in a nickel package. Fires this one deep. Complete to the wide receiver. RT is there for the tackle at the 31-yard line.
This is a good time to run a draw. They're going to be rushing hard for a sack. You should be able to slip right by him and head into the secondary.
Pass play here on first down. Deep pass looking for the end zone. Nearly intercepted. Oh, man, he had it in the end zone but dropped it.
The one person breathing a sigh of relief is the quarterback.
Chicago comes out in their nickel package. And with a counterplay, dropped in the backfield for a short loss. And he chases him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
I'll tell you, he's one of the most knowledgeable defenders in the league. He knows how to play the game, and he always knows what's going on.
Split backs this time. So at the end of the third quarter, the score is 24-14. Lions. And we'll start the fourth quarter.
Make sure you stay inbounds on this play. You don't want to stop the clock for him.
And we're at the 3-minute mark. Chicago comes out in their nickel package. Under pressure.
He'll be credited with a sack, but his teammates deserve kudos too because they didn't allow the receivers to get any separation.
So instead of attempting the field goal, they're going to go for it. Drops back. Gets rid of it. Almost intercepted. They'll go with the quarter defense. Dropping back to pass on first down. Steps up, closing in with the pass. The pass falls incomplete. They can't complete that short pass, and it's second down. And they're going with an empty backfield and 5 receivers. Bledsoe gets slammed to the turf. They've now registered 4 sacks, and they have completely dominated that offensive line. And here's what they've been able to do so far on third down. The Lions come out in the quarter defense. Gets the pass off, right on target to the wide receiver. Chicago comes up short on third down again. Very solid defensive effort to force the 3 and out. They down the ball at the 10. Great hang time on that punt.
Time to give it to your halfback. Tell him to look for a hole to open up inside.
We're just about down to 1 minute. The Bears with a 4-man front with a counterplay. Down he goes at the 27-yard line, and that tackle gives him 3 in the game.
Get this one to your halfback and let him drive it in the middle. Milk this drive for all it's worth.
They line up in the I formation.
Grade 28.
He tucks it away. This one will be spotted at the 43-yard line. So that tackle now gives him 4.
Run it up the gut and keep that clock moving.
Just over a minute still to go. Parker, the deep man. He'll pass on first down. Rolls out to his left. Open field and is going to run. Big open. Breaks free of the defender. Warren is there for the tackle at the 39.
Keep this to the inside. You just need to run that clock down.
We're just about down to 1 minute. The Bears come out in a 4-3. Hand off to the tailback. Martí records the tackle at the 26. They'll get him for holding here.
I didn't really see a hold on that one. That could be one of those phantom calls.
Just over a minute still to go. The defense lines up in the nickel. Pass play here on first down. Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Witherspoon is there on the stop.
Time to give it to your halfback. Tell him to look for a hole to open up inside.
We're just about down to 1 minute. Chicago goes with a 4-man front. They give it to the halfback. Lewis is there for the tackle at the 36.
I'll tell you, if you want to run outside the tackles, you have to seal off the inside and kick out the outside to have some kind of hole to run through. That just didn't happen on that play.
Cross play to the right. Martí is there on the stop at the 30-yard line. They'll call this play at the line of scrimmage.
Set, check key. Grade 28.
Looking upfield. Erasmus James brings the ball carrier down for the 5th time. And, John, that was the safer option on 4th down.
That's not always the most exciting play, a run up the middle for a yard or 2. But it sure gets your team fired up when they get the yards on 4th down and keep those chains moving.
Hand it off to the back. They'll mark it at the 16. He's in on that stop. Gets credited with tackle number 6.
They've done a good job moving the ball on the ground, and you can give most of the credit to that big offensive line. They've controlled the line of scrimmage from the very start.
Gives the ball off. They'll spot this one at the 5. It's his 3rd tackle of the contest.
Now's not a good time to rub it in. Just down it.
They need 5 yards for a touchdown.
Set.
incomplete. The final score is Detroit 24, Chicago 14.